right, guys. Hallo. Hallo. Was geht ab? Was geht ab? Was geht ab? Und willkommen zu einem Video. Ich bin Bray. We're going to be checking out something that has been, I guess, kind of scratching the back of my brain a little bit. I have been very curious about this housing system that you guys have in Germany. Apparently, you guys either get free housing if you don't have a job, and you get like money in the mail every month, blah, blah, blah. Or like, you know, in some areas, depending on where you live and what your income's looking like, you pay a very low amount of money towards rent. So I came across this video. It's off of Thought2's channel. Go ahead and subscribe to him if you haven't already. Original link will be in the description down below. And basically, it's you can rent a house here for 88 cents a year is what it's titled. I'm gonna find out what it is so I can put that in the thing. But this guy kind of low-key reminds me of that kid from he reminds me of Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle a little bit. But anyways, I think is it Frankie Muniz a little bit. Like he looks like Frankie Muniz if his life went right. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications, all that fun stuff. We're gonna go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna have questions along the way, so there will be a lot of pausing and whatnot. But yeah, just let me know if this is accurate, because this has been a big thing that I've wondered about with Germany. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey, 42 here. Just outside of Munich lies a sleepy village called Fugerai.
Fugerai.
The rent for a whole year is just under €1.
Wait a minute. So for an entire year, you only have to pay $1 basically. $1. I mean, pretty much. It's a euro is more than that. It's a little bit more. 88 cents, man. That's crazy.
88 cents to be precise. So, what do you get in exchange for your measly rent? A matchbox perhaps? A cupboard maybe? Is it made of strudel? No, you get a modestly spacious 2-bedroom apartment made of stone. Is it in a dodgy area? No, Fugerai is extremely safe and rather pretty if you ask me.
Wait, what the hell? Hold up. For 88 cents a year, you can live in this? And I've been spending $1,200 a month on rent, bruh? Sign me the hell up. I need answers. I need all kinds of answers. I need y'all to give me answers in this damn chat. What's going on?
It even sits inside its own walled enclave. People pay millions for that shit in America.
Yes.
The 5 gates of Fugerai are locked every day at 10 PM, blocking off any passage in or out of the housing complex.
So it's safe. It looks nice. You get a 2-bedroom apartment for 88 cents a year. And you don't have to worry about getting stabbed. It's in a nice neighborhood. It looks beautiful. The aesthetic is nice. Bruh, how?
The residents actually have to take turns to man a gatehouse to let stragglers in after 10 PM who got locked outside.
Wow.
All of whom have to pay a fee of €1 for coming home late.
Okay, I guess, well, that kind of makes sense. Like, you come home late, they're trying to keep everything secure. You got to pay a fee for, you know, arriving late. €1, that's not bad. I mean, that's like loose change. Throw that shit in your pocket. That's crazy.
What time do you call this, Steve? But listen, Steve. I don't care if your car broke down on your way to visit your terminally ill grandma. It's 2 minutes past 10. That'll be 1 year's rent, please.
1 year's rent.
Why is the rent so cheap anyway?
Yes, that is my fucking question, yo. How is it this cheap? How is it this cheap? Why is rent so cheap in Germany? What?
Well, Fugerai is the world's oldest social housing complex still in use.
Jesus.
Fugerai sits in the Bavarian city of Augsburg, and it was created in 1520 to house the city's poorest residents.
Wow.
The rent was set at 1 Rhine-Guilder when it was built, about 88 euro cents in today's money, and it hasn't changed since. The owners, which are still the same family that built the complex in 1520, have basically put a big middle finger up to inflation.
That is cool, man. That's actually really cool. But I have several questions, though. How do they sustain the property? Who's funding the property? And, oh, wait, I might be able to answer some of my own questions. Are the taxes you guys pay out there paying for this? I mean, hey, your system works. Because, I mean, I always say the grass is not greener on either side. You guys get that. You guys pay a lot of money in taxes, but on the flip side, you get opportunities like this, which is amazing. On our side, we don't pay an astronomical amount in taxes here, but the flip side of that, I mean, because you know, and I guess like the good side of that is we get to see most of our paycheck. The bad side of us not paying a shitload of taxes here is that there's inflation, and inflation kind of makes it seem like we basically are getting taxed heavy without getting taxed heavy, you know. So it's very interesting watching this. What the heck, bro? What the heck, bro?
Fugrai was built by a rather interesting bloke and one of the richest persons to have ever lived, Jacob Fugger, from the little known but highly influential Fugger family.
Okay.
But more about him in a minute. Altogether, there are 52 identical houses in Fugrai, each divided into apartments.
I was gonna say, these look identical as fuck. Also, too, is there a social stigma against these places? Like, let's say, you know, you meet a girl or whatever, and you're like, hey, come back to my apartment. And then you take them to this area where they're like, oh God, he doesn't have any money, huh? You know, like, is there a social stigma to that? Because I know here in America, there is classism. There's so many isms here, but classism is one thing that does happen in some areas. I'm pretty sure it happens worldwide. It's not just an America thing, but I'm just wondering if that's a stigma here too. Because I did hear that certain places in Germany can be, you know, some places can be racist like other places in the world. Some places can be a little judgmental like other places in the world. I'm just curious as to if this is a very popular thing where they're like, well, if you live in that kind of housing, I can't really fuck with you like that, you know. Let me know in the comments down below.
There's also a town square and a church. But wait a minute before you go and tell your mum that you found a place of your own and you're moving to Germany, because you're probably not allowed to live there. Yeah. Sorry, sit back down.
Damn.
If the rent sounds too good to be true, that's because there are strict rules for anyone wanting.
That makes sense. So when he said earlier, if you show up late and you have to pay €1, that at that regard, I'm like, rent is 1 cent, basically 88 cents a year, my bad. But at what's the cost? They basically, I'm pretty sure they control every aspect of your life. Watch.
To rent their very own slice of super cheap gated community in Fugrai. To rent an apartment here, one must have lived at least 2 years in Augsburg, belong to the Catholic faith, and be extremely poor without any debt. Not only that, once you live in Fugrai, you are required to say 3 prayers every day, thanking the Fugger family for allowing you to live there, and you must also pray for their souls. This place is like a cult. People usually have a grave dislike for bankers, which the residents of Fugrai all agree with.
What the fuck? This is some cult ass shit. Oh my God. I knew something was fishy with this. My daddy always told me if it's too good to be true, it probably is. That's crazy.
But when residents were asked about their opinion of the Fugger family, whom themselves were billionaire bankers, their opinion quickly changes.
Oh God.
The residents here have nothing but endless good words to say about Jacob Fugger and his
Of course, because if you say anything bad, if you say anything bad, they'll kick your little ass out of your little apartment or whatever, and you'll be like, I'm homeless again. And, you know, all that praying was for nothing. You gotta watch what you say, man. That's crazy.
Upholding them almost as deities.
That's crazy.
Maybe they're just grateful for the fact that they have a house in a rather lovely city for just under €1 per year. Wow. Or maybe it's the fact that they will be chucked out of Fugrai if they say otherwise.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I feel like they would get kicked out if they said anything bad about the family that supported the social housing they're living in, because obviously it's like biting the hand that feeds you a little bit. But they want you to show such gratitude to a maximum level, like gratitude levels over 9,000. It's ridiculous, bro. This is, hey, at least they offered them a real good juicy little price, but the cost is what they say here. He said, bro, and then this subtitle, it says right here, it's like, I'm starting to think that they should rename this place Little North Korea, bro.
I'm starting to think they should maybe rename this place to Little North Korea.
Oh my
I'm
God.
exaggerating, of course. It's not that bad. I'm sorry, Lord Fugger. Please don't evict my grandma.
Oh my God,
So,
bro.
who is Jacob Fugger? Why was he so wealthy? And why did he create Fuggerai? The Fugger family
Questions I have.
are a prominent family of European bankers who took over the infamous Medici family. Jacob Fugger was the wealthiest of the family, and he was commonly referred to as Jacob the Rich.
Jacob the Rich, which probably means like whatever. Is that what Fuggery means? Rich or some shit like that? I think probably.
By all who knew him. Jacob started out in the textile industry, trading with Italy. He then invested in mining and soon came to control a huge portion of the silver and copper mining operations throughout Europe. Jacob also owned a bank and actually minted coins for the Vatican, which enabled him to control the Catholic faith and thusly control European politics.
Holy fuck, man. Holy fuck. So he basically built an empire from the ground up, if that makes sense. He built an empire through very calculated moves. He was making businesses he was running on the side. And I guess he just gradually rose to
Because
power.
at that time, the Pope had his fingers in all those juicy political pies.
Jesus.
For a short while, Jacob's wealth made his home city of Augsburg the banking capital of Europe.
Damn.
Jacob was worth the modern equivalent of $277 billion.
What? He's basically the old school Jeff Bezos, which is the richest man in the world right now. But dang, bro, that is crazy. He made Jeff Bezos's billions look like Nathan, bro. Nathan.
If he was alive today, he would be the richest person in the world.
By a mile. Easily.
But he was no saint. Jacob's path to riches was paved with deceit and political corruption. Some say he was even worse than the highly corrupt Medicis. He even created his own weekly newspaper.
Oh, what? So this man had like almost somewhat similar to propaganda, but it was very narcissistic. Things just revolving around him. Like, what is the latest and trending for him, and all about him, and everybody had to study him. Look,
Just for his eyes that contained dirt on his competitors so that he could get ahead of them.
Oh,
he
never
paid
mind.
a lot of money for the newspaper to be researched, printed, and delivered to him every week.
oh shit. So he had an exclusive newspaper, so people would like write these articles and submit them to him. So he's probably paying top dollar for that. I mean, imagine delivering newspaper to one address but getting a dummy amount of money for it. That's what I'm getting out of this.
One week, he must have read some dirt on himself in his own newspaper, because in an effort to dispel the bad press surrounding him and improve his public image, Jacob created the social housing complex of Fugger
Wow.
to house the poorest of Augsburg's citizens. And he made the rent so ridiculously low at 1 Rhine guilder that anyone could afford to live there.
That's crazy.
So, why was Fuggerai created? So that a ruthless capitalist could try to persuade the world that he was really quite a nice guy.
Well, that's kind of one way of doing it, but there's some real weird rules you gotta follow, which aren't unreasonable. They're not unreasonable at all, but it's just very socially awkward, I guess.
It seems to have worked. Even today, the residents of Fuggerai literally worship Jacob and the Fugger family.
Wow.
They've even opened a museum there to showcase the legacy of the Fugger family.
Jesus.
So, would you live in Fuggerai? If you could, all you have to do is worship a false deity that's been dead for 500 years.
Yeah.
Oh, and never come home after 10 o'clock. They still haven't forgiven Steve. Thanks for watching.
Bro, what the actual fuck? That is... What, bruh? Oh my god. That's kind of scary if you think about it. Holy fuck. I almost fell for it too. I'm like, oh dang, it's a 1 cent a year. No consequences. That's the biggest thing you got to pay attention to. What is the catch? What is the catch? Because people can sell you a dream, but at the end of the day, it's still a dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there is always a catch to whatever situation you're in. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, all that good stuff. And yeah, this is crazy, man. Did not realize how like intense this particular housing complex is. But I still want to get into the relatively free housing in Germany, unless this is what it was, you know, the 1 cent a year, which is pretty much close to damn near free, you know, just, hey, toss a coin to your landlord, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty. Well, anyways, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, join the Discord, and I will see you guys later. Take care, love you guys, peace. Hey, what's up? Did you guys subscribe to the channel? Did you subscribe to the channel? Well, if you haven't, make sure you do that. Also, we do have a Discord. The Discord link is always going to be in the description down below on any of my videos, and it's dope. What we do on Discord is pretty simple. A lot of you guys I'm collecting you guys from a bunch of different countries, a bunch of different places, and you guys want to teach me a whole bunch of stuff. You guys can join the Discord and teach me anything. You can send me any kind of messages and stuff. You can actually post memes. You could participate in the community and just make friends. Just go ahead and join the Discord and see what kind of situation you're getting into for yourself. Also, there's gonna be some giveaways in the future. There's gonna be some giveaways, but to create some incentive for that, I need you guys to follow me on Instagram. Are you guys following me on Instagram? You know what my Instagram looks like? You probably don't know what my Instagram name is. It's right there. Just go ahead and check it out. Check it out. Check it out. It's dope. Just follow me on Instagram. I do live streams every day. I try to, you know, engage with you guys in every way possible. I know not a lot of creators are very engaging with their fan base. I try to be engaging. So just go ahead and check it out. There's no harm, no foul. Follow me on Twitter too. I honestly am trying to grow my Twitter, but I don't really post that often on there. But when I do, you guys will be the first to see whatever post those will be. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you guys want shout outs or whatever, I don't know, we have a lot of upcoming independent artists that have been hitting me up as of late. I might create a series where I favor my international independent artists and stuff, and I might promote you guys for free, but it might just be 1 or 2 a week, you know, and you guys can give me some feedback on that. But all to say, follow me on my social medias. All right, if you guys aren't doing that already, you need to do that, because that's a pretty big deal. I'll see you guys later, but enjoy the content I create. It's gonna be random reaction videos, a lot of everything. Reaction videos, vlogs, challenges, cooking videos, gaming videos, anything you guys suggest when you join my Discord or message me on Instagram. But I'll see you guys soon. Take care, follow me. Peace!